But you see this Akpari man, yeah? And that is the, what do you call, sorry, apologies to you, the Akpari, so, but it's all right. Right? The bad Digu here. As something, is their law officer. He is also the defendant of the Fnumbu APC during the presidential tribunal and all of that stuff, okay? So he's now the Attorney General of Nigeria. On this local government thing, he said, it is with immediate effect. You know why you are seeing all these things here, right? It's because in a few months' time, I'm going to come back and ask you, how far with the local government autonomy? You, the Abobakus, you better begin to cook wherever you think you are going to tell, the kind of lie you will need to tell. But for the record, this guy says it is with immediate effect. And this month, I go call my local government and see if they receive their money directly too. So Sheyi Makinde was right. This is what they will be talking about for the next few weeks. Or maybe not.
We have just received the news of this landmark judgment today. What's your reaction to it? You spearheaded this case before the court.
Naturally, one will be happy, should be happy. Nigerians are happy about it. I call it local government emancipation judgment, because it has really emancipated the local government from, the shackles of the past. So, and I hope that the local government officials will seize the opportunity, will look at it as an opportunity to develop their various local governments.
Okay, part of the judgments will require that states hold elections for local government areas. How are we going to ensure compliance to all of this?
Well, the ball is in the court of the governors. Let us see what they will come out with. But the judgment is clear as to what they should do. The judgment is clear as to what consequences will attach to failure or refusal to follow the judgment of the Supreme Court, which takes immediate effect.
Thank you.
Talking, it's like a talking head. And they say, thank you very much. So thank you, sir. Talking heads. But right from what you say, you can pick what or where this is headed. Okay? It's going to be between them trying to throw it around. Oh, the reason why we haven't is because the governors have not conducted elections. Oh, the reason why we have not this or that is because there's a segment of the law. Then you begin to also hear that this guy is going to send a bill, amendment bill, to the National Assembly to amend that section of the law. And if once it passed, the president will sign it into law. And that's how all of you will be waiting when they will make the first payment. When are they going to make the first payment? It will be when that chicken grows teeth. Or when these guys are totally or completely gone. Now, there's something on the horizon, and I'll keep reminding us. It's important you know whether you are going to be impressed by it or not, right? It's a different ball game, okay, or it's a different question entirely. The thing now is that in Nigeria, there are many, many protests that are now cooking, okay? And when I say many protests, Showore is calling for Revolution Now 5. The Arewa North, they are calling for the national protest against the following. And they are calling it in a way to say, we are calling on Nigerians. Nashowore won't be this. August 5. But it's like the Showore zone is like a 1 day. The take it backers and all that, right? So their own is 1 day so far. I don't know if they have any extra, okay? From those ones from northern Nigeria who have now developed or designed their own posters, they have a day they call End Bad Government in Nigeria 2024, nationwide protests. And the dates is going to be from the 1st of August to the 10th of August. 10 days. We are not served. You know, they know they miss out, right? And listen to me, guys, right? This is not a jive, okay? Sometimes when you read posters from northern Nigeria, right? Most of the time, where it's actually the way they pronounce things. Sometimes it's the way they will write them on the posters. And no matter how much they try to, they will still leave out little things to show to you the failure of the educational system in that part of Nigeria, unfortunately. But for the little they know, yes, they are speaking out. So read on. So they said, no tribe, no region, no religion. Our demands: end subsidy scam and reverse fuel price to below 300 per liter. That's if nobody they talk to. Bring tertiary education fees back to their previous rates by reversing subsidies. Restore electricity tariffs to affordable levels for the public. Now, if nobody they talk to, Mukuna not forget to. Now, if nobody they talk to here, 4. So number 5. They say number 4. Return import duties to their previous rate. 5. Publicly disclose and reduce the salaries and allowances of all senators, House of Representatives members, and the Speaker, especially the Speaker. Establish an emergency fund to support SMEs, and that is small, medium enterprises. Make INEC independent of the executive branch with transparent processes for appointing its chairman. Now, if nobody they talk to, don't forget to enact a law mandating INEC to electronically transmit live electoral results. Really? Arewa want them to transmit election. Now, people where they laugh about IREF defending Mumu Tiketi, defending Yakubu. Now the election must be transmitted electronically. Really? Interesting time ahead. Here, 8. So number 9, reopen national borders. Tifnubu don't open border already. He don't announce the opening of the border like about 3 times. But they're asking him to open the border again. They said he should reform EFCC, declare a state of emergency on inflation, reform the judiciary. You know, what these guys are asking is that Tifnumbu should just take a rope, okay, and hang himself and disappear. And the Abobakus are, okay, I want to do that one for 10 days. The Abobakus are now mobilizing for 15 days protest, counter protest, to save the contraption. Look at them. Protect Nigeria rally. We're rating what we relate, you know, everybody to what we read. This time, I know like you. So make you just kind of know which part of the madness you will be a part. So they said they want to protect Nigeria from another NSAS. So you can easily tell that these ones are coming from the Lagos Abobakus, the voluntary slaves. That is also written all over these posters. Now, these are the Ronukus. Ronukus have developed their posters. Arewa have developed their own poster. Showore don't develop his own poster. But the Ronukus are still pretty much suffering from the NSAS PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. And look at their poster. They say now 15 days. I don't know if they will provide food for them. But I promise you, without food, Now, take a look. They say protect Nigeria rally. They want to protect Nigeria with empty stomach. They said all local government secretariats, state assemblies, major roads, markets, city centers in Abuja and Lagos. We say no to sponsored protests. We say no to hatred and tribalism. I want we bigots you. I want to normally in the other part of the world, you call them the red-haired racists. These are self-hating sewage dwellers, so poverty wretched loonies, so politically sponsored rogues, you. But they don't want tribalism. We say no to hoodlums, destroying shops and businesses. Agbero says no to hoodlums. Is this what not interesting? She life no be interesting thing like this. How many of you remember when I said, look out for September? September is going to be a significant month in Nigeria. Even though it might be, maybe the water is going to escalate to something, right? But I'm not banking on that. But it's going to kick off in August, okay? So now, in northern Nigeria, they sent all their clerics yesterday. Because I won't lie to you. See this flyer? It's everywhere in Sharia North. I can't say much of the people in the middle belt because they have decided to separate themselves from this usual, repeated tomfoolery from this Sharia North. That whenever they wanted power, they will remember that the Middle Belt is part of northern Nigeria, has won. But the moment they have the power, then the Middle Belt are infidels. They should be grateful that the Fulanis are converting them to Islam. And if they fail to, they will be killed. Straight 8 years, Bukwari backed the campaign of terror against the people of the Middle Belt. Now they know better. So every time the North is crying at marginalization, Middle Belt are just telling them, yeah, cry your cry. Just cry your cry. And let us cry our cry. We are not one North. Just claim your Sharia North. And let us manage our Middle Belt. So I don't know what this protest plan or what have you is in the Middle Belt part of Nigeria. But you tell me, especially if you are in that part right now, you'll be able to tell us. This one is the North Central, kind of like Abuja, sort of, right? And this was yesterday. The Abobakus are waiting for the mobilization money. But piece by piece, some are already out.
Hungry day, Tinubu. Hungry day, Wike. Hungry day, 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 hungry day. Hungry day, 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 hungry day. No more peaceful protests again now, because peaceful protests no dey work. Yes, peaceful protest, e no dey work. More turn out to one normal, more enter so scatter everywhere. More shook, wetin no good. More no.
So like I said, is brewing. Some of them knows. but they just don't know when it's going to strike. Undume was on this screen last night, or yesterday afternoon, rather, where he was talking about the incompetence of those Tifnubu appointed. This was, he called them the worst thieves ever. But you know why he's doing that, according to him? Undume is speaking out now. May all of you see that he's speaking out too, because they can smell it too when the shit hit the fan. So yesterday, they sent all their clerics to go and talk to these young people promoting protests. It's a ram. Protest is a ram, is not allowed in Islam. A cleric was heard telling his own congregation, worshippers, yesterday, Jumat. And he said, rather than protest, why not just pray for the leaders? We should be praying for them so that they can do right by us. Don't join them in any protest. You will be violating the will of Allah. That's what one of them said. But to their own surprise, the people started murmuring. We will protest, we will protest, we will protest. And they said, to those who witnessed that in like one or two places, they said, it was shocking. That is on Northern. I said, okay, what is Northern? Because Northern is always ranka dede, ranka dede, ranka dede. The leader is right. Follow the leader. And do not, for any reason, disobey your clerics. I didn't know that. Okay, I do. Actually did know that though. But when they are like, they are now observing that, I feel I say this generation of young people around us here too. In fact, one person who was very observant of what happened said, in his own mosque, those who were murmuring, they were not really poor people. Like those you can say, oh, Talakawa. These are like well-dressed, better looking. And they were like, no, don't say that. Okay. So the bottom line is that, if you like say the message they sent out the cleric in northern Nigeria to stop their planned nationwide, they call it nationwide protest. So the North is expecting the South to join them. They want to lock down the North. And they want you to lock down the South. But their demand is that they should reduce this, reduce that, reduce. They can't reduce anything, except you tell them to sack themselves like they are doing in Kenya. And then get yourselves ready to have a counter protest that will last 5 more days than yours. So if you are planning 10 days, Tifnumbu's voluntary slaves, they are already planning 15 days. So these are the expectations. So the bottom line is that it's not, the message they try to pass in the North that is around this, around that, seems not to be working. We will soon find out though, right? And some of their influencers who were promoting the protest, they know they do shalaye now. When I say shalaye, they have started kind of like, what Islam doesn't really approve is violence protest. Alaye, you demand, which one is peaceful violence or whatever? You want to protest against what they are doing to you, Abi? You want to demand a change, right? Then they're going to attack you. They're going to shoot at you. So what are you going to do? You are not the one who is going to attack the police or anybody. They are the ones who will shoot at you. And then they will now blame you that your protest is violent. So they are using their influencers now to try to explain the type of protest they will do as a ready. But as for Undume believes that people are so hungry right now that if all of you now begin to hunt down the people behind your sufferings, no kuna spare more. That's why he's speaking out now, telling all of you what he knows in his words.
I sent the message out to them. Are you aware that people are very angry out there? Are you doing something about it? And the response is that, yes, we are aware it's the work of opposition. I say we are finished. Because no opposition would want to bring down the roof of the country on itself. Because they are in the country. So if the country collapses, is it only going to collapse on the ruling or the governing party? No. So when people in power start responding like that, then I'm worried. I'm worried for this president. I'm worried for myself.
Well,
There's problem out there. A bag of rice is now selling for 100,000. A bag of maize is selling for 100,000. My wife was telling me that a basket of tomato is about 100,000 too. Onions. Every food is going up, the price. Inflation is 40%. The value of our naira is going down. And then, not only that, when you tell people in government that, hey, people are hungry, angry, and they are preparing, or there are signs that they will revolt, and you say, no, don't worry about them. That is very, very dangerous. And I hope this will be, to me, God will exonerate me because I told them. And many Nigerians today told me and encouraged me to come for this year program, speak out on our behalf. And that's why I was elected. If the government doesn't do anything, there will be problem. I sent.
You get that? I like that one though. Somebody said, Benny, you know the gaslight of Numbu, nothing will happen. If anything will happen, may collapse on top of everyone. You are right. He shouldn't come and try to pretend that he is now sanctimonious, you know. I'm calling them. But also, I don't want you to also ignore what he said because it's normal. That's what they say. When you tell them they are failing, they will say, no, it's just people who don't like us. And things are hard though. People are complaining. No, it's just people who don't like us. Nigerians like us. Nigerians are not complaining. Only the enemies of the government. Our opposition, they are the ones talking, just saying all that thing. Now, when you have people in government that think that way, you have a problem. Even though that's how much all of them thinks. Now, if this guy who has been a beneficiary of the same rotten system himself so much, if he feels worried, I don't care if his worry is genuine or not. Okay? But are you not worried? Be honest, are you not worried for Nigeria that I know somebody said, well, Nigeria has been captured, Jerry. Nigerians have been captured. It's called state capture. And when you have state capture, right, indeed, you are going to have a revolt on your hand. It is just a matter of time. You can't have state capture, okay? And at the same time, you have a growing poverty at a never seen before speed. So yes, you can enjoy your state capture momentarily. So it will lead to a revolt. The revolts that you are witnessing right now are just the revolts within the elite class. That's where it's going to start from. It's already begun. It's started. So you see them when they come out like that and losing out, what they are doing is they are strengthening the conviction of the already angered, agitated citizens. It's a matter of time before it erupts. I don't have control over that, right? But I really do wish that when it erupts, people are very clear on their demand. These criminals must be arrested, all of them, including Tifnumbu. Now, if you put that before yourself, right, and you actually tell people that, you know what, we are going to pick all these people up, and we need millions of us to be out. Wherever you see any of them, ministers, commissioners, governors, all these elected guys, appointed guys, you know, they must be arrested. And if you add that to your protest, now you are getting them ready. So that if you want to now go out and go for them, now you can sweep all of them out, okay, from the north right down to the west, to the east, to everywhere, because that's exactly what they will do to you. They will sweep you, they will break you, they will shoot and kill you. So there's no point in going out and be shouting a being power that they should reduce this tariff, reduce that. To them, you are an opposition. You are those who normally, no matter what they do, you will never like them.